Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in Washington, D.C. and plans to address Congress this afternoon. The U.S. Capitol is on lockdown with thousands of protesters descending on Washington. As Alexis Christoforous reports, some Democrats plan to boycott his speech over his handling of the Israeli-Hamas war.
Protesters outside the U.S. Capitol in Washington ahead of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's address before a joint session of Congress. Security tight in anticipation of demonstrations during his visit. Netanyahu facing backlash here and in Israel for his handling of the war in Gaza, as well as ceasefire talks and hostage negotiations. Some Democratic members of Congress boycotting his speech.
All of us should understand the enormous damage that Prime Minister Netanyahu and his current extremist government coalition are doing to our relationship and to Israel's standing in the world.
Vice President Kamala Harris, president of the Senate, also not attending.
Madam Vice President, you say you want to be the leader of the free world, and yet you can't bring yourself to sit behind our most important and strategic ally in this moment. That is not a good look for you. It's not a good look for America.
But Harris's team insisting this is not a snub or a change in her position regarding Israel, saying it's just a scheduling conflict, as she is in Indianapolis for a previously scheduled event. The vice president will meet one-on-one with Netanyahu on Thursday, as will President Biden. Former President Trump will host the prime minister at Mar-a-Lago later this week. A senior Trump advisor confirmed to ABC News that Republican vice presidential candidate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, also will not be attending Netanyahu's address, citing campaign travel. Netanyahu is expected to meet one-on-one with House Speaker Mike Johnson before his speech. Congress sent $26 billion in aid to Israel and provided humanitarian relief for people in Gaza in April as part of a foreign aid package. The Prime Minister will also meet with families of Americans held hostage by Hamas. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.